מרבים בשמחה. מי שנכנס אדר, מי שנכנס אדר, מי שנכנס אדר מרבים בשמחה. מי שנכנס אדר מרבים בשמחה. מי שנכנס אדר, מי שנכנס אדר, מי שנכנס אדר מרבים בשמחה. מי שנכנס אדר מרבים בשמחה. מי שנכנס אדר מרבים בשמחה. מי שנכנס אדר מרבים בשמחה.
Awesome. So, Cantor, we couldn't have planned this better. We didn't plan it, but this is a nice thing when.
Of course we planned it.
Exactly.
We planned this.
Of course we planned it. So, Shabbat Shalom to everybody. As I was walking over, that beautiful commute that Sarah and I have had through the parking lot, it was such a beautiful feeling. There's a lot of snow. We might be a little tired of the snow or the cold or whatever, but there's this gentle, beautiful, soft snow falling, and the air feels very clean. And I don't know, it's a sweet night. And the Cantor Adam opened us with this wonderful line or little word. It's barely 5 words, 1, 2, 3, 4 words in Hebrew. Misha nichnas Adar, when the month of Adar nichnas enters, marbin, like harbeh, we grow in simcha. So I have a cute little pun. I've shared this in prior years, but I think maybe the visuals may be a little more helpful. We want us to focus on the difference between 2 letters. The nun, which is this long, when it's the last letter, the nun sofit, it's just a straight line, and the tzadi, okay? It's a Purim pun, not a Purim plan, a Purim pun. So what's the difference between a nun and a tzadi? Misha nichnas Adar marbin b'simcha. When Adar enters, we must marbin, increase, in simcha, enjoy, okay? So marbin b'simcha, you go up in simcha or joy. But there's a little pun. Some of us in our homes as children or with our own children or with our grandchildren, sometimes there's a little bit of sibling rivalry from time to time, on rare occasion, yes. But it certainly happened in my home when my brother wanted to fulfill this little joke, which goes, Misha nichnas Adar, when Adar enters, marbitz, simcha. So close. Play with 2 letters. When Adar enters, marbitz, marbin means to strike. Simcha. What do you mean strike simcha? Some kids, they have the name Simcha. You're going to strike your little brother or big brother. And it's a fun, playful little Adar pun. Marbitz with a tzadi, final tzadi. Marbin with a final nun. Hopefully all either these Hebrew letters and this is a fun little pun, or you're sort of familiar and it's a fun little reminder, or maybe it's the first time.
I thought you were going someplace different with this.
Where did you think?
I thought you were going.
Maybe we should be. Tell us.
Nun sadi, that it's a little bit nuts.
That's very good. Very nice.
And you should get a little bit nuts.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Misha.
So that would look like this, friends. Nuts. Okay? That would look like this. Anyway, all right. Shabbat Shalom to all. And we're going to, let me get out of this screen share. Where did there we go. Stop share. And I'm looking forward, Greg, I hope you found Daniela and Gary Weinstock. We're going to light the Shabbat candles. And Daniela, your birthday is yesterday, the 18th, I believe. And Gary, yours was on the 14th, which I guess was...
Yes.
couple days ago, Tuesday.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, video's on.
Happy birthday to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hopefully your joy increased a little as we approached your birthdays and Purim often falls around your birthday, obviously. So welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Thank you. You guys want to, first we light and then we bless.
Oh,
Okay.
It's great to see you.
same
So
here.
much wonderful work. So much blessed work for our community, and related to environmental stuff. And Gary, you and Alan and Elliot with your, just helping to feed folks at St. Aloysius and other spots. It's really the work you all do to help other people who are very much less fortunate than us. It brings light, just as these candles do. So thank you.
Thank you.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Beautifully done.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. All right. Shabbat shalom to you guys and happy birthday.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you.
Shalom. Thank you.
We are on page 12. Forgive me. Page 12, Psalm 95. Page 12.
לכו נרננה לאדוני, נריע לצור אישנו, נקדמה פניו בתודה, בזמירות נריע לו, נקדמה פניו בתודה, בזמירות נריע לו. אל גדול אדוני ומלך גדול על כל אלוהים אשר בידו מחקרי הארץ ותועפות הרים לו אשר בידו מחקרי הארץ ותועפות הרים לו. On page 13. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסו מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו בגויים כבודו, בכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומחול מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים, כי כל אלוהי העמים מלילים, באדוני שמיים עשה, הוד והדר לפניו, עוז ותפארת במקדשו, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, יאללה לה 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 לה, ירם הים ומלואו, יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו, אז ירננו כל הצייר לפני אדוני, כי בא לשפוט הארץ, שישפוט דבר בצדק ועמים באמונתו. יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה לה,
page 14, Psalm 97 at the bottom. Middle of the page.
אדוני מלך תגל הארץ, ישמחו עם רבים. ענן ורפל סביביו, צדק ומשפט מכון כיסו. אוהב אלוני, שנאו רע, שומר נפשות חסידיו, מיד רשעים יצילם.
Last paragraph, 14, third paragraph.
אור זרוע לצדיק וישרי לב שמחה. אור זרוע לצדיק וישרי לב שמחה. שמחו צדיקים באדוני, באדוני, והודו לזכר קודשו, לזכר קודשו. אור זרוע לצדיק וישרי לב שמחה. אור זרוע לצדיק וישרי לב שמחה. שמחו צדיקים באדוני, באדוני, והודו לזכר קודשו, לזכר קודשו. אור זרוע לצדיק וישרי לב שמחה.
Light is sown for the righteous. And we turn to page 15, Psalm 98.
We're actually going to skip ahead to the second half of Psalm 98, which is found at the top of page 16. Zamru l'Adonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, be'achatzatzrot v'kol shofar. הריעו לפני המלך אדוני, יהרם הימום לו, תבל ויושבי בה, נהרות עמך וכף יחד, הרים ירננו, לפני אדוני קיווה, לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק, בימים במישרים, יהרם הימום לו, תבל ויושבי בה, נהרות עמך וכף יחד, הרים ירננו, נהרות עמך וכף יחד, הרים
Beautiful. And we turn to L'Chadodi on page 20.
לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, בשם ותפארת והליתי לך. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, אורי, אורי. שיר דברי כבוד אדוני, עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
If you'd like to rise for the last verse, stanza of L'Chadodi, we rise either physically or in our hearts as we try to entertain this beautiful possibility that there can be healing and unity that grows in the world as we greet the Shabbat bride. Last paragraph, bottom of 21.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
You know, this, I can't remember if we've sung this melody one time in the last 12 years or 50 times in the last 12 years, but for some reason it evokes a very, I don't know, interesting thought for me. You know, a year ago, it was an absolute fantasy, and people kind of did laugh at the proposition that there could be a chisun, a vaccine. Oh, come on. You can't make a vaccine. You certainly can't do it in 10 months' time. And don't be ridiculous. Don't dream. Don't fantasize. Don't delude. Don't undermine my effort to try to be real. What's that got to do with Chadodi and something about the way the cancer has brought it to us tonight? The Chadodi is if you read the verses, it's a piece of poetry in which we've suffered so much over and over again in this piyut, this piece of poetry. The poet is saying, rise up, stand up, shake off the dust, allow yourself to enter into a fantasy that might really happen, that you could be a part of making it happen. And that's the fantasy, this crazy, ridiculous idea that each of us as individuals and our families and we as a people can make a real difference, positive impact on the world. It's a crazy idea. And it's so profound and so central. We need it so badly, a sense of hope and faith, aiming high. We need it so much. And so thank you, Cantor and Shai, for helping us to feel the possibility, the power of a vaccine, like the spiritual vaccine, the vaccine that can immunize us against cynicism and divisiveness and bitterness and judgment. And that's the vaccine that L'Chadudi and maybe all of Jewish prayer, maybe all of prayer period, is meant to offer us. So we go from that piece of the healing process, L'Chadudi, to Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat, Song for the Sabbath Day, on page 22.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמחה עליון, ולזמר לשמחה עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמחה עליון, ולזמר לשמחה עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. כי שמחתני אדוני בפעליך, במעשה ידיך ארנן. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון.
Bottom half of 92.
צדיק כתמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה. צדיק כתמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה. שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו, אור ינבון בשיבה. דשנים ורעננים יהיו, להגיד כי ישר אדוני, צורי ולא עוולת בו. יאללה 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 la la la. צדיקת תמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה. צדיקת תמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה. שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו, אור ינדון בסתר. דשנים ורעננים יהיו, להגיד כי ישר אדוני, צורי ולא עוולת בו. La 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 la. צדיקת תמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה. צדיקת תמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה. ילאי לי 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 לי.
Shalom Aleichem, page 24.
שלום עליכם מלאכי השרת, מלאכי עליון, מי מלך מלאכי המלאכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. בואכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון, מי מלך מלאכי המלאכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ברכוני לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון, מי מלך מלאכי המלאכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון, מי מלך מלאכי המלאכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
If you'd like to rise for Baruch Hu on page 28, feel free to do so.
Lai 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 lai
Page 30. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and even arranges the stars and their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light. I think the you in that is each and every one of you and us. We share that role, that power of creator with the only one of blessing, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening.
ומעביר יום ומהביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, המארי והרבי.
Amen. Page 32.
אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ומצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו ויורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה, נגה יומם ולילה, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד.
If you're standing and like to be seated, feel free. 136, V'ahavta. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha
ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בהם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Let's offer the reading on page 37. 37. Share with me at home out loud if you'd like. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach these words to your children. Talk about these words at work. Whether you're tired or you're rested, let these words guide the work of our hands. Keep these words in the forefront of our vision. Don't leave these words at the doorway of our house or outside our gates. These words are reminders to do God's mitzvot so that we can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. Micha Mocha 40, page 40.
La 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 מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדע בקודש, לא רע תהילות עושה פלא, לא רע תהילות עושה פלא. מלכותך רעובניך, הוקע ים לפני משה, זה אלינו ויאמרו, זה אלינו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגואלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
42, Ashkivenu.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום ועמידנו שומרנו שומרנו לחיים השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו שומרנו שומרנו לחיים ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ברוך אתה אדוני הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
There was a Sukkot Shalom, a sukkah, a building of peace in Jerusalem, actually, this past couple days ago. I'm thinking about the snowman that Adina and Gavi and Tara they built on a snowy night, the first snowy night in many years in Jerusalem. It's probably a unorthodox look for a Sukkot Shalom, but it brought a lot of peace to my children and Tara. Lee, thanks for your smile.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת
44.
לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
For our standing prayer, the Amidah on page 56, if you'd like.
Ya la 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 Adonai. Ya la 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 ya la la sfatai tiftach. Ya la 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 ufi yagid. Ufi yagid teilatecha. Ya ma 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 ba ya Adonai. Ya ba 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 ya ba 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 ma 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 sfatai tiftach. Ya da da ma 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 ufi yagid tehilatecha. Ya ba ba ma 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 Adonai. Ya la 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 sfatai tiftach. Ya la 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 ufi yagid tehilatecha. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu v'Elokei Avoteinu ve'Imoteinu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר, ומושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה
50, page 50.
אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיה כל אתה רב להושיע משיב הרוח ושלג, ושלג, ושלג,
Shelag is snow.
ומוריד
And also
הגשם.
rain.
מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו בשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We take a moment for ourselves and we'll come back together in 62.
עושה שלום,
62.
שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום, עושה שלום, שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, הוא יעשה שלום, שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. יאללה לה 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 לה, יאללה לה 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 לה, יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה 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 לה. הוא יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום, שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, עושה שלום, שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום.
Okay, a beautiful prayer for peace. Barbara, I don't know if you saw my note. I think our dogs, our pets can bring us a sense of peace and comfort, and I can breathe more calmly. So at Oseh Shalom in the future, maybe we created a minhag where we bring our pets, our beloved dogs or cats or whatever, and we help them feel the love. And we do that thinking right now with the love that we feel for those in our lives in need of healing of body, of healing of spirit. So please feel free to share the name in the chat box with all of us. The name of a loved one. Misha Berach is on 253.
Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel veLeah uYevarech veYirapeh et hacholim Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel veLeah uYevarech veYirapeh et hacholim El na refana la El na refana la El na refana la El na refana la Mi sheberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel veLeah uYevarech veYirapeh et hacholim.
And with that beautiful prayer for healing in our lips, we turn to the words of Rabbi Tara, offers us our Dvar Torah from Jerusalem tonight.
Shabbat Shalom. This Shabbat, when we read from Torah, we take two scrolls from the Ark. One from which we read the weekly Torah portion, Parshat Truma, and the other is scrolled to the book of Deuteronomy, from which we read this passage. Zachor et asher asa lecha Amalek. Remember what Amalek did to you on your journey after you left Egypt, how he surprised you on the march when you were famished and weary, cutting down the stragglers in the back. Therefore, when Adonai, your God, grants you safety from all of your enemies in the land that God is giving you, timche et zecher Amalek mitakat hashamayim, you shall blot out the memory of Amalek from under the heavens. Lo tishkach, don't forget. This is the reading we are to hear on this Shabbat, which immediately precedes Purim. It's called Shabbat Zachor. You see, our tradition understands that Haman, the villain of our Purim story, is a direct descendant of Amalek, that ancient arch enemy of our people, the one who appears and reappears in every generation, taking on a new form. Timche. This week we are commanded to blot out the memory of Amalek, lo tishkach, and also to not forget, Zachor. Remember what Amalek did. It's a paradox of sorts. Remember to blot out Amalek's name. Don't forget to forget. My words tonight will focus on each side of this paradoxical equation. Zachor, remembering, and timche, erasing. First, Zachor. We remember and acknowledge. Many of us have experienced anti-Semitism, either directly or indirectly. I remember one Halloween when a shaving cream swastika was sprayed on the front door of my childhood home, and another time when that same hateful symbol was etched into my high school locker. I was only one of two Jews in the school. But honestly, these memories are ensconced in the past. It's been a while. It's been a while since a direct attack. But this past Shabbat was for me a frightening reminder that hatred always lurks just around the corner. This past Saturday, 10 or 15 minutes into Torah study, we were Zoom bombed by numerous hateful intruders who posted violent pornographic videos, or perhaps these were live events, it was hard to tell, and screamed, "Kill the Jews, kill all the Jews." Torah study was ended quickly, but I shook physically, for a full hour. I was not prepared. Zachor, Rabbi Tara, remember, hatred is real. In the words of a Facebook post of Beth-El member Stan Levine, quote, though all of the fashions and trends over thousands of years, through all of them, Jew hating never seems to go out of style. Okay, so I get it. We have to protect ourselves. But if we need to be on the lookout for Amalek, how will we recognize him? What's his Zoom name? Let's go back to this special reading for Shabbat Zachor. Amalek, asher karcha baderech, who surprised you on the march. Vaizanev b'cha kol hanechashalim acharecha, and cut down all the stragglers in your rear. Va'ata ayef vayagea, when you were famished and exhausted. Besides the intractable hatred of the Jews, Amalek is defined by a pathological need to attack and destroy, not for self-defense, but simply to inflict harm on the vulnerable and the unsuspecting. Thank God this past Saturday, no one was physically injured. But even so, the AME Mother Emanuel Church in Charleston came into my mind. There it was a Bible study also, as well, open in faith and trust to all who might seek to learn. And one broken soul, or in our case, souls, entered that sacred space with the intent to defile and desecrate and destroy. Velo yareh Elohim. Amalek did not fear God. For Amalek represents the abandonment of morality, a violation of the sacred. Zachor comes to remind us that until such forces of hate are gone from the face of this earth, we cannot let down our guard. We must remain ever vigilant, for we are morally and spiritually obligated to defend ourselves, both our physical and virtual spaces. And so the practical measures have been taken with swift and decisive action by our executive director, our president, and lay leaders. We have put into place security protocols. The police and our security company have been informed, and I'm so glad that the ADL will be speaking virtually here at TBE on Sunday morning. Please do remember to register for this wonderful event, Fighting Hate for the Good, which incidentally was scheduled weeks before this hate crime had been committed in our sacred home. Zachor et asher asa lecha Amalek. Remember what Amalek did. We remember, and we are strong. Now, even better prepared to protect ourselves if in the future, God forbid, we should need to. But that's only the first part of the equation, the Zachor, the remember part. What about its inverse, timche, the not remembering, the blotting out of Amalek's name? How do we do that? Okay, so there's the grogger to drown out the sound, and the drinking associated with Purim, so much that we maybe won't know the difference between Mordechai and Haman. That's a form of blotting out, albeit short-lived and with the price of a hangover. And there's the practice even of writing Haman's name on the bottom of your shoe. And if you use chalk and stomp pretty hard, I guess that wipes off the soul pretty quickly. But what about the soul? How do you wipe that stain away? I will share with you that I am struggling. As much as I would love to timche, erase the memory of that which I saw on Saturday, it's not so easy. I can't unsee those images or unhear the demonic screams that I and my beloved community and all Jews should die. It's chilling, but timely for the Megillah to be read next week. It is a book which was scribed in exile after we had lost the Second Temple and our entire way of life. Yeah, we dress it up. It's a children's story, but scratch the surface, and the Megillah of Esther is a tale of obscenity, objectification, and demonic hate. The Megillah describes a precarious world in which God's presence is no more, in which all that we hold dear can be lost. by the casting of a poor alat. Purim is much more than just a Jewish Mardi Gras. It's the affirmation that there are those who may seek to destroy us in every age. And that is why the day before Purim is a fast day, because as Jews, it is incumbent upon us to zachor, to solemnly acknowledge our our shared vulnerability. And then timche, to wipe clean the slate, to move beyond the boundaries of hate. For Purim's festivity is about more than a grogger, a wig, and a shot glass. Purim's message is that we can wipe it clean. We can overturn the evil decree. The very day slated for our destruction can become the date of our salvation. With Mordechai's guidance and Esther's courage leading the way, we can turn things upside down. In spite of the dangers of this world and the hate that has been released and enabled within it, we Jews can stand as one, remembering to forget, knowing that we will never be defined by those who seek to destroy us. Purim comes to remind that just as swiftly as a sacred space can be violated, so too sanctity and strength can be reclaimed. And so our Torah study group reconvened early this week to study the Parsha again. Zachor, to remember what happened, and then timche, to forget, to ensure that voices of hatred don't ever get the last word. May this month of Adar be one of healing for all of us, a month that affirms our unity, our faith, and our joy. May we always have the courage and the strength to remember, to name Amalek in whatever form he may appear, and then may we be granted the chutzpah and the hope to blot out that name, to be the opposite of Amalek and everything he represents, to turn hatred on its head and with pride and dignity to affirm the good. Timche, to clean our own souls so that violence and degradation never have the last word. And may each of you send me an email, just a sentence or two, about how you think the Purim story is newly relevant this year. Who in our modern world would you cast in the role of Esther or Haman or Achashverosh or Mordechai, and why? I look forward to hearing from you. Shabbat Shalom.
Beautiful. Thank you, Tara.
We will make no peace, no peace, no peace with oppression. We will make no peace, no peace. We will make no peace with anti-Semitism. We will make no peace, no peace. Those who live by the sword will die by the sword. We will stand against hatred of every form. We will march in the streets, no justice, no peace. Arm in arm with our neighbors till we all stand free. Oh Adonai, help us not to be afraid. Oh Adonai, give us your strength. We will make no peace, no peace, no peace with oppression. We will make no peace, no peace. We will make no peace, no peace with anti-Semitism. We will make no peace, no peace. Those who live by the sword will die by the sword. We will stand against hatred of every form. We will march in the streets, no justice, no peace. Arm in arm with our neighbors till we all stand free. Oh Adonai, help us not to be afraid. Oh Adonai, give us your strength. Oh Adonai, help us not to be afraid. Oh Adonai, give us your strength. We will make no peace with anti-Semitism. We will make no peace. We will make no peace with anti-Semitism. We will make no peace.
And not only will we make no peace, we can rise for Aleinu, because it's upon us to make the peace happen. L'taken olam b'malchut Shaddai, to bring tikkun. Page 282.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
287.
May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river, with understanding, loved each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift our hand, but to conquer fear and doubt and despair, rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with joy of wholeness, of peace, freedom, of peace. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yihyeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad u'shemo echad.
U'shemo echad. May God's name be one. Beautiful. As always, we remember loved ones before concluding. And we do so right now as well. If I share the name of a loved one you're remembering, feel free to rise in your home. We are thinking of beloved Ted Roston, who will be laid to rest on Sunday. And we also remember those who are in the period of Shloshim, 30 days. Sonia Ehrlich, Michael Ross, and William Winston. And we remember those whose yortzeit falls in these days. First, we remember Fagi Bat Chaiki, Faye Berlin, our dear cantor Adam's grandma. Dear cantor Adam's grandma. We remember her on this period of time in her yortzeit. We remember as well Harold Cohan and Norman Diamond, Joel Fried and Lila Fried, Morris Friedman and Sarah Friedmutter, Belle Tellis Gaines, Carol Koppelman, Sarah Pock, Stanley Kreutzer, Robert Louis Lester, Marjorie Rubel, Hi and Selma Krause, Brian Smith, Jacob Stein, Elizabeth Weilheimer, and Leon Zucker. So as I said, if you're remembering any of these beloved people, please feel free to rise. If you'd like to share the name of a loved one whose name is not on the list, please feel free to do that as well. And for all of us, we're on page 294. If it's your custom to rise with the mourners, please feel free to do so. 294. Ikadal, Ikadash Shemir Abba, V'yama Divra Chirute V'yamlich Malchute, V'chayechon V'yamechon Uv'chaye Dechol Beit Yisrael, Bagala V'zman Kariv V'imru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabam Varach Le'olam L'olmei Almaya. Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh. V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei L'kudusha B'rechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran bi'alma v'imru Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Useh shalom b'imromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, and let us say one last time, Amen. Okay, some announcements. Cantor Adam is going to share the screen as we move some announcements. On Thursday is a big day, Thursday night. Thursday night's a big night as we celebrate Purim. Is it coming up, Cantor Adam? Yes. Sorry. I'm steamrolling through here. I'm going to slow down so we can all see. There we oh. Who is that? Who is that? Esther. Wow, she is something. Okay, so Thursday, 6:30 to 7, we start off our little Purim costume parade, and then we can, so be sure to get your costume on. Put your costume on and do the whole costume thing. This is for families with kids, adult with kids, the little kids. We say through grade 3, but it's really not just for kids up to grade 3. It's for all of us. The Purim costumes are, in a way, more for the adults than they are for the kids. The kids don't really need to be told that it's Purim in order to want to enjoy.
It's for the child in all of us.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly right. Okay. We're scrolling down. We're oh.
I got to go to a different screen.
Oh, is that it?
Don't worry.
Is it coming back, or you want me to?
Yeah, we're give me a second.
Okay, okay. So, as Tara said in her sermon, a little side comment. How is the story of Purim, its themes, characters, and plot relevant to each of us this year? What modern day figure would you cast in the role of any of the major characters, Esther, Mordecai, Chashvarosh, Vashti, and Haman? If you share the thought, send an email to Tara, and we'll find something meaningful to do with your ideas or suggestions. Okay. Before Thursday night, on the 23rd and 24th this week, there's a packing and delivering of Mishloach Manot. What is Mishloach Manot? It's sending sweet gifts to very close friends or friends just who you want to become closer to, because it's wonderful to do something sweet for friends. None of us need the sweets, yes, but all of us actually benefit from an effort to do something sweet and to receive a sweet thought from a close friend or a newer friend. So that's on the 23rd and 4th. As we said, Thursday evening is Megillah. After the costume parade, at 7 p.m. we'll stay on. We'll have a family Purim Megillah reading, and it'll be wonderful for all. And then we move to Saturday evening. Join us for the Saturday night Purim celebration in the TBE parking lot. And that's to register before that, right? Aren't I right about that? Yes, because I think the max is 30 or so, 25 to 30 cars. And you're going to receive your script as part of the Purim.
As part of your participation.
Oh, that's very good. Participation. Excellent. All right. I don't think this.
But come in costume.
What?
Do come in costume.
Do come in costume.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And there will be a Zoom masquerade as well.
Exactly. Cantor, can you scroll down so we can also see? Is there like a glitch there? Maybe.
No. It's too big for my screen.
Oh, that's funny. On my screen, it looks very small. You never know. Anyway, also on Sunday morning.
We're moving on to Sunday morning.
Did I skip too much?
No. Just make sure you sign up for the parking lot experience, and you can sign up to watch from home too.
And that begins actually. I'm glad you slowed me down here, Cantor. On Saturday evening, late afternoon. That starts at 5:15 in the parking lot, and it will include Havdalah after sundown. But it will be a little spiel-like fun as well.
And then we'll have Havdalah.
Yes.
And
what did I say? Did I say? Okay.
Maybe you did. I'm just.
Okay. And on Sunday, on Sunday, Sharon and Ilanit, I believe it's at 10 in the morning. I believe my text.
Scrolling down. Here we go.
Keep going down.
There we go.
There it is.
10 o'clock, 10 in the morning.
10 in the morning. So laughter and survival. Laughter helps us survive, as does spiritual awareness and yoga. And we're grateful to you all for leading that gathering on Sunday morning. And just a couple other calendar ticklers. TBE Comedy Night on March 13th. Thank you to Barbara Podwall, and I'm sure there are others of you, maybe Jordana, I'm not sure, you might be doing that as well. Thank you all. That's the 13th, Saturday evening, the 13th. And on the 14th, the next day, Sunday, is Mitzvah Day is back, and you'll see a lot more about that. So, a lot going on.
Oh, also send us your family immigration stories and pictures.
Yes.
For our next Modim Moments.
Which is on Friday, March 4th or 5th, whatever that is. 5th, yes. Okay. I'm sure there's stuff we forgot, but it's all in our online announcements, and check out what's happening. Thank you to Dear Shai and to you, Cantor Adam. Thank you to the Margoloff family for the challah that you've baked as always. And we turn now to some more birthday folks, Pat and Larry Siegel. Pat, it's your birthday. It was, I think, 2 days ago, the 15th. So happy birthday to you on your 29th birthday, Pat. It was, it's one, between us, it's fun to see you. I feel lucky to see you twice in a day. So thank you for that.
It was good.
It was good, exactly. So Kiddush and Motzi, Cantor, you're going to start us, and then they'll bring us to...
The Kiddush be first or the Motzi first? I forgot.
Kiddush comes first. Yep, good question. I'm glad you asked. And Cantor,
I'm ready. ויהי רבעי בוקר יום השישי, ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישבת יום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה, ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. Savri, take it away.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei pri hagafen.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו, בשבת קודשו ויהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, ויד מצרים, כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת, מכל העמים, בת קודשך, יהבה וברכה. ברוך אתה אדוני,
Before you offer motzi, I want to make two additional announcements. One is to reiterate what Tara shared with us in her Devar Torah, that on Sunday morning, this Sunday morning, did we say it? Maybe we already did. But
It never hurts to say it twice.
never hurts. Okay, at 10 in the morning, we have, there'll be a wonderful ADL speaker who we scheduled before this Zoom bomb. But Amy Feynman of the ADL will be speaking about anti-Semitism and hate. It's at 10 a.m. and it's on the link that we sent out this past week and prior week. So register and please join for that. And as well, I want to thank Susan Hecht for being our host tonight for the virtual ONED. Thank you a ton, Susan. We are grateful to you and we appreciate your hosting so much. Okay, Larry and Pat Motzi, raise your challahs for all who have.
Ready? Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen, amen. Thank you. Happy birthday, Pat. Many, 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 many more. And we will close Cantor and Shy with something.
Always. We'll always close with something.
We'll always close.
Oh, it's toward the. It's a good thing it's not working. Let's go E minor. Why not? When in doubt, E minor. Page 321, Adon Olam. Adon Olam, Asher Mahalach, B'terem kol Yetzer Nivra, Le'et Nasa, B'chefetzo kol, Azay Melech Shehemo Nikra. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem kol Yetzer Nivra, Le'et Nasa, בחפצו כל עזי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה בתפארה אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נשא בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא והוא אחד ואין שני להמשילו להכבירה בלי ראשית בלי תחתית ולא העוז והמשרה אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נשא בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא והוא אלי וחי גואלי וצוחב לי בעת צרה והוא ניסי ומנוס לי מנת כוסי ביום אקרא אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נשא בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא בידו אבקיד רוחי ואת אישן והעירה ועם רוחי יביאתי, אדוני לי ולא אירא, אדון עולם, השם מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא בחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא, אדון עולם, אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא בחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא.
Shabbat shalom all. Shabbat shalom. Be safe and be well.
Shabbat shalom.
Nice.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
Later,
shalom.
if you're there, happy birthday.